Hey, this is Joe with Anchor and Grit. Welcome to the new adventure, Chapter 1, the Oregon Edition. Hey guys, it's day 9 back in Oregon. Started off a little earlier today. I had breakfast with some friends. It was another good time of just being in community. Yesterday, God was doing some awesome stuff. Hung out with some friends in Washington. We ended up recording that podcast, but it was Vanessa and Lily, which was really cool. So Lily just handled it like a champ. She's natural. So that was a really cool thing. It's going to be coming out on an app that actually my buddy started. He's with a group called 120 Army. So they even created an app. So please look that up. You can find it on the like the Apple Store or your App Store, wherever you're at, whatever device you're on. Just go look up 120 Army. It's got kind of like a maroon color, and it says 120, and it's got kind of like a sword going through the zero. So 120 Army, really cool. You can connect with us there too. But it's just a blessing to see people like putting themselves out there, stepping out in faith, and just believing that God is leading them into these new places and elevating them into spaces and places that otherwise they would have just never dreamed or imagined for themselves. So we got to record a podcast in the studio, which is pretty sweet, man. And then he was like, you know what, let's try something. And I recorded playing a song there in the studio that he's got. And so he'll put that up on the app as well, just to kind of just play around with what's possible. So we're excited to see what God's going to do through all of that. But it was a really cool time just kicking back, breaking bread with people, enjoying the view, talking about what God is doing, being a witness to one another, encouraging one another, edifying one another, praying for one another. Had some friends show up that really cool. They're starting their own ministry, and it's called Black Sheep Family Ministries. So their last name is Black. So they are the Blacks, the Black family. And so just really cool people. Their testimony is bonkers, like what God has done in their life. So if you ever get a chance, Shane and Hannah are their names, husband and wife team. They got a little daughter, but they're Black Sheep Family Ministries. Once it's up and running, we can't wait to just kind of support and see what God is going to do through them. But their testimony is off the charts. Like, God is miraculous, and just sitting with them and hearing their testimony, you know God is a miracle worker. But so proud of them. So yeah, it was awesome. Had a good night's rest and hung out the next day. And yeah, so we came back last night or hung out that day, came back last night, got up this morning, had breakfast with some friends. And in that, I'm just really getting to see how God is connecting the right people for the right time in the right places. But I'm actually going to go get a haircut because this is getting out of control. And we were actually going to be doing a podcast coming up soon. We got, I know I shared a little while back about the No Shortage podcast. So we're going to be doing that here pretty soon. So I just need to kind of get myself put together. And yeah, so I'm excited what God is going to do. My encouragement for you today is that you would allow God some space to do what God is going to do. It's a little tricky when I say that. I know it's like, but how do I know? When is he going to do it? How is he going to do it? How am I going to know it's his voice? Like, all of that, I can't answer that for you. All I could encourage you to do is to stop at some point in your day, whether it's in the morning, middle of the day, evening, whenever, that you would just stop and say, God, I give you space. I give you space to do what it is that you want to do with my life. I want to hear from you, and leave it at that and see what God does. Yeah, so I just encourage you to do that. Give God space, give him some space to lead you, and start developing that faith muscle, that trust. I was talking with a friend earlier today. It's not faith if you know how it's all going to work out, right? It's not faith if you know all the details and when exactly it's going to happen. The faith is that you're trusting that God is going to do what he says he's going to do, trusting that God is who he says he is, and then you're trusting in his timing on when those things are going to happen. So if we know it all, it's not faith. So practice that faith muscle. invite God into the different spaces, into the different situations in your life. Pray about it and leave the outcome into his hands, no matter what the situation is, and just see what God does. So God bless you. Have an amazing day. I pray that God would go with you, go ahead of you, and that you would walk in boldness and in faith and knowing, even though you don't have all the details, that he's going to work it out in his perfect time. All right, God bless. Be encouraged.